Good morning, everybody. It is the RetroYuuki once again, giving you guys today's roundup. It is November 9th, 2022. Happy Wednesday to you all. Hump day, everybody. Halfway through the week, and we got some new stuff coming up. And I do want to give you guys some news about a little preview for 2023. So, before we get to that, let's go ahead and go to the board. And on the board today, we do have some streams today now. Originally, we were supposed to start Sonic Frontiers last night, but because I had to go to a birthday party, and it is my cousin's birthday, so I had to go. We had to move it to tomorrow. In addition, in addition to that, we moved the VR chat to tomorrow as well. So it's a Sonic night tomorrow. So tonight we're gonna do the campaign of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I think we will not finish it tonight. I don't think we're gonna finish it tonight. We might finish it on Friday. So if that is the case, our schedule looks like this. So Modern Warfare 2 tonight at 5 and 8. Then Sonic Night, Sonic Day tomorrow with the VR chat. And then Sonic Night with Francis the Hedgehog starting at 5 with the Sonic Frontiers. And the return of Mario Maker 2 will happen at 9:30 on Friday, and then I'm going to add, just in case, 2:30 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign. I do not think we're going to finish it in 2 streams. There's no way. And then on Saturday, we return to Shadow Saturdays for this week. Shadow is our character for our VR chat on Saturday night. I don't have anything for late night just yet. We might do Mario Maker. And then we're gonna start Mario Monday, starting next Monday at 5 p.m. Now I want to go over to what else we have on the channel. Recent reactions include Francis the Wolf visits Amy and Tails. Excuse me. Francis the Wolf visits DeviantArt, Tails, and Amy edition. Make sure you guys check those out. And they should be on the Francis the Wolf channel as well. Other things that are coming up, I want to tell you that we have worlds 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of our ROM hack called the 7 Dragon Eggs. So this is a brand new ROM hack that just came out, and we will be taking a look. We will have the episodes for worlds um, 4, 5, 6, and 7 coming up within the next few days. So that will be a lot of fun. And I cannot wait to give those to you in the next few days here. So that will be on this channel and RetroYuuki. Make sure you guys check out both channels if you guys want your Mario fix. Also coming up on RetroYuuki, we have the Power Mario Power Tennis doubles with Yoshi and Koopa Troopa. The Mushroom Cup is already up, so you guys want to see that, check it out on the RetroYuuki channel. It will be coming to the RetroYuuki channel in the next few hours. Okay, so that's it for RetroYuuki. Now let's take a look at what else is coming up on the channel. And for that, let's take a look at the community tab. So in the recent days, you may have noticed that we have some new characters, and that is thanks to Bryce. But before we get to that, I do want to remind you guys we will have a early 2023 preview presentation in the next few days. We're going to preview 2023 for you guys. I will tell you now that there is going to be some graphs involved. We're going to talk about some math because I want to go into analysis as well of the channel and of our channels as well. Now, if you guys want to like a deep dive, I'm going to have two presentations. The early presentation is going to be for general 2023. But another one is going to be about the analysis of 2022. So if you wanted like a deep dive into 2022, how we did, I'm going to have a separate presentation for that. That is for those of you who like math, numbers, all that good stuff. This one, the early preview, is like the activities we're doing, like Emerald Hunters and all that good stuff. I'll, I'll explain Emerald Hunters later on. Now we're talking about OCs here because we have some new characters of the channel, and I will tell you now, because of these new characters and our VR chat content, we are officially considered Sonic Tuber in the Sonic Tuber mindset or category. We officially made that category because of our VR chat content and video games. I'll talk about that during that presentation later on. But because of OCs, here's the OC part. Bryce is our buddy here, who is making OCs for his buddies. And it just turns out that I won a thing here. So I actually got a few additional OCs here. So thank you, Bryce, once again. So we do have, now originally, I was going to name these puppies differently. So different names. There was even a chance for Yuki to Fox. But then I was thinking, there's another channel we have not touched for a while. Does anybody remember that channel called the Francis Layer? This puppy right here. Does anybody remember the Francis Layer? This puppy right here. It has been a while since we touched this, and it's been a while because I'm not sure how to take the direction. The original idea was to have Francis the Hedgehog, Neko Francis, and Francis the Fox do something on this channel. And now that reaction videos are back, it's time to think about reaction videos again. And so I decided to remodel this channel for the Francis Layer. I'm going to keep the name, but I'm going to change the characters. Francis the Hedgehog is probably the only one that's going to be the one of the original three. Okay, because we're going to have our new puppies, like Francis the Wolf, and our new things here. I want to go over here. So we go back to the community tab. I would like to officially kind of introduce Francis the Rabbit, this purple one right here. We also have Francis the Jackal and Francis the Fox. Now you might be wondering, hey, wait a second, isn't there a Francis the Fox already? And the answer is yes. There is technically a Francis the Fox already, and the purple one, the purple fox. Now I'm going to tell you that because this is an agreement play, I have to use this character somehow. So for that reason, I'm going to have Francis the Fox, this fox, the green one. Green is my favorite color, by the way. So I'm going to replace the purple fox with this green fox. So Francis the Fox is still in, but green instead of purple. Interestingly enough, the only reason why I chose purple for the original purpose of Francis the Fox was because of the Lakers. Because I'm a fan of the Lakers. But what does green remind you of if you're talking about the NBA? The Celtics. But because green is my favorite color, I went with green fox. It just all happens I got lucky here. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm still a Laker fan. Let's get that out there first. Just because of colors of characters here. Once again, Francis the Rabbit, Francis the Jackal, and Francis the Fox. Those are our characters coming up to the channel. Potentially very soon here on RetroYuuki, and then of course they're gonna have their own thing on the Francis Layer channel. I will announce the official rebrand sometime soon because it's going to be used in 2023. Also, we do have our poll, and what are you looking forward to this week for the channel? I will tell you, Sonic Frontiers is tops. But then read Mario Maker is coming back. So there are some people who are into the Mario Maker aspect. So I'll talk about Mario Maker and also in a moment. And then we have RetroYuuki is still on the board. So that deals with the current community tab in terms of like the thing here. Now I do want to go over a few things if you are a member of the Facebook. So if you are on Facebook, this section is for you. So if you've been wondering what's going on Facebook, so Facebook has this weird algorithm. So I usually talk about, oh, we're gonna be playing VR chat. Oh, we're gonna be playing Call of Duty. Oh, we're gonna be doing Mario. Oh, we're gonna do Pokemon. So you might be wondering, wait a second, isn't that a good thing? Well, if you think about it, it looks like a good thing. It sounds like a good thing as a streamer myself. But if you're on Facebook, it's actually not a good thing. If you're on YouTube, it is actually a good thing. But let's talk about what's going on Facebook. So their algorithm is very weird and very flawed. No algorithm is perfect. But why am I saying this? Because I feel that Facebook's algorithm is more toward whoever plays one game and one game only. What do I mean by this? So, for example, if we play Call of Duty tonight with the campaign, Facebook expects us, or expects me in particular, to stick with Call of Duty. In particular, anything Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2, the new one. But the moment we switch over to something like VR chat, there's no more reach. Or there will be reach, but only with the VR chat people. Or the VR chat audience. There is no more reach if you're coming from Call of Duty. Because Call of Duty and VR chat are two completely different things. Or completely different games in particular. Yes, there is a Call of Duty video game thing in VR chat, but because it's VR chat related, it doesn't count, and it counts as a different game. So it got me thinking, what game do you guys want to see on Facebook more than the other? So I did some digging number wise, and I found out that based on current statistics, you guys like more of the Mario. But now remember, you have to remember this. We're talking about Mario ROM hacks. So the reason why I'm digging into those puppies is because I'm making a ROM hack myself. Now, how does this impact what we're going to be doing in the next few months here, especially as we head into 2023? Well, because of what is going on YouTube. And I want to come back together to talk about what's going to happen in 2023. So I actually want to give you a preview of said presentation for 2023 already. Now, keep in mind, this is not done yet. I do want to go over one slide though, to give you a little taste. And that is this. And one other slide I want to talk about. So here is a taste of this preview presentation coming up within the next few days. So the next three things all have to do with one particular aspect. And the aspect we're talking about is Sonic. Or in particular, Sonic tubing. I'll give you a preview of that in just a moment. So what does 2023 look like in a brief sense? Sonic and Shadow Emerald Hunters is our VR chat series. That's number one. And that also contributes to why we are considered a Sonic tuber. Number two, Roleplay adventures in VR chat is starting soon. It's a new thing that we're trying out called roleplay adventures. So, what exactly is a roleplay adventure versus a VR chat live stream or a Emerald Hunter show here? So, Sonic and Shadow Emerald Hunters deals with a show type of scenario. If you watch something like Game of Thrones, where there's seasons and there's episodes, that is Sonic and Shadow Emerald Hunters, seasons and episodes. So season 1 has 10 episodes, season 2 is going to have 10, and so on. Roleplay Adventures is like its own deal, its own recorded series. But it's not with seasons or episodes. Maybe I could do a season kind of thing, but it's more of an adventure voted by the fans. Whereas Sonic and Shadow Emerald Hunters is going to be dealing with a script. Roleplay Adventures deals with let's learn how to roleplay. This is the roleplay adventures. Think of it like this: the roleplay adventures is the warm up to Emerald Hunters. Think of it that way. Because roleplay adventures is technically speaking roleplay, and it's to get ready for Emerald Hunters, which is the bigger picture. The fans get to vote for roleplay adventures, but you don't get to vote for Sonic and Shadow Emerald Hunters because there's a script involved. With roleplay adventures, there is no script. It's voted by the fans, what they want to see, and we just go with the flow. If you ever watch the show Whose Line Is It Anyway, think of Whose Line Is It Anyway and just go have fun. That is roleplay adventures. And then new characters. I just introduced to you guys Francis the Fox, the new one, Francis the Jackal, and Francis the Rabbit. What do they all have in common besides the name? All of them are Sonic OCs. So, all these three have something in common as well. Sonic related, and in particular VR chat. Two of them at least. One of them actually is going to be a character in VR chat, and that is going to be Francis the Fox. Or something. I'll think about it. One of these three puppies is going to be a VR chat character other than Francis the Hedgehog. Okay? The next slide I want to talk about, and I'm going to elaborate on, is the Sonic tubing. And I want to give you a preview of that, and that is this. What are Sonic tubers? By definition, Sonic tuber is a term given to YouTube users who, by the name, specialize in Sonic the Hedgehog content. This mostly goes into those who cover Sonic content, such as news, video games, and merchandise. But in the recent years, thanks to the rise of VR chat, those also use VR chat with Sonic characters are also given the ability to call themselves Sonic tubers. Albeit, we are kind of a mixed bag in terms of the RetroYuuki channel. And the way you can tell is because of one game that we are playing. That, my friends, is Call of Duty. Because normally, for a Sonic tuber, you would actually play Sonic Frontiers. Because, well, Sonic Frontiers is, well, a Sonic game. Another thing that makes Sonic tubers unique is that they play the game, but they play with a persona. Or a Sonic persona in particular. What is a Sonic persona by rule? Well, you've been watching it the whole time, actually. Kind of. If you guys remember, when I say Francis the Hedgehog plays Sonic Frontiers Part 1, what I'm talking about is that is my Sonic persona. Francis the Hedgehog is considered my Sonic persona, and therefore I become a partial Sonic tuber. And I say partial because of Call of Duty. You don't see me do the whole Francis the Hedgehog plays Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You don't see me do that. Therefore, that portion is not considered Sonic tubing. But because of VR chat, our VR chat material, I do qualify as a Sonic tuber. VR chat. The only way for a Mario to be Sonic tubing is if I have a character persona, and I just happen to have one. Francis the Wolf. For Mario ROM hacks. And then all this good jazz as well. So that is what a Sonic tuber is in play here. Now, why is it like a thing for 2023? Because that's what we're heading to in 2023. I'm going to be elaborating more on this in the presentation. But like I said, what makes them unique? Sonic tubers tend to use a character persona for their content. For example, on our RetroYuuki channel, you see this blue boy to the left, and that is Francis the Hedgehog in the original design. Because we're going to be doing a redesign of Sir Francis the Hedgehog here. So he's going to have red fur now instead of blue. Apparently, that's what the fans said. So I don't argue with the fans. So there you go. So he's gonna have red boy. He's gonna be a red boy instead of a blue boy. But my point still stands. But what about these guys over here? They still count if you have a Sonic persona. I don't. It doesn't matter what the name is, what the color of the fur is. If it's a Sonic persona, you are considered a Sonic tuber. 95% of the time. As long as you don't try to you try to be reinventing the wheel. Okay, so we are considered a Sonic tuber channel. So that earns the question. What happens to the other content that we play? Nothing. Nothing happens. Another thing that you don't usually see from Sonic tuber is their face cam. Okay? The only reason why there are Sonic tubers who do face cam is something called VTubing, and that's another thing in 2023. Now I'm going to elaborate more of what VTubing is in the presentation because it's not done yet. But let me give you a small taste of what VTubing is. So there is this content creator on Twitch who I am known by, not known by, who I know because of Votes the Hedgehog. And you might know him as something else. Gotta Go Fast. Who is Gotta Go Fast? Gotta Go Fast, oops, is a Sonic channel that specializes in something called VR chat. Like this. Gotta Go Fast. Okay? VR chat, video games, Mario, but there is a Sonic persona behind it. So that is Gotta Go Fast. Another channel you want to pay attention to. Let me just make sure he has a Twitchy. Yeah, that is Mataru Live. So Mataru Live is a VTuber. In addition to the VR chat material and Sonic stuff he does on YouTube. Pay attention to here. Right here. All you have to do is pay attention. Oops. Subscribers only, apparently. Yeah. But pay attention to this. So pay attention to how he looks like. His model is actually moving while he's playing the game. So there's a 3D model that is applied to his camera. And when he moves in IRL, this model is going to move with him. That's called VTubing. And we're going to get into it in 2023. So there's going to be VTubing now in 2023. So that's new. There's also another channel that actually uses an actual Sonic persona and VTubing model, and that is called Sonic the VTuber. And let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Right here. Look at how look at how the model moves. You see how the mouth is moving when he's talking IRL? That's what we're headed towards in 2023. So this VTubing thing right here. So that's how it's gonna be. So you have a model, you have a camera, and you have the software for I believe Steam. Now I'm gonna get a a commission model for 2023. I'm looking into something cool, but I might start as soon as the end of the year. But I'm not going to spoil nothing. I just have to learn how to do it. Once we learn how to do it, then we're gonna start commissioning. Right? So that's a preview of 2023 right here. Now, is it easy? No. It's going to be. Now, remember, VTubing and regular YouTube is exactly the same. The only difference is presentation. Regular YouTube is me, face cam. That's it. Maybe a game. VTubing is exactly the same thing, except face cam is going to control the model. You can have a model, and you can connect model to face cam, and the model will be moving when you move IRL. So that's 2023 talk. Again, we're going to be talking about it in the presentation of the presentation in a few days for the 2023 preview. But yeah, RetroYuuki is going straight into the big boy stuff, kind of the big boy material, and that is the VTubing, and that is VR chat. Well, we've been doing VR chat for a long time, but for 1 year, but basically speaking, we're going to the VTubing route. Now, there is something that I've been forgetting about this the whole time that we've been talking about VTubing in 2023, and that is Mario Maker. I know. Mario Maker, I forgot about Mario Maker. How could I? How dare I, right? Well, actually, Mario Maker was supposed to come back, but I wanted to make sure I'm doing this correctly. The Mario Maker is back on Friday, but we're going to dedicate a day to Mario, and that is Monday, starting November 14th. So on the 14th, we actually have Mario Day. And Mario Day is going to consist of Mario Maker 2 at night and a Mario ROM hack in the day. In addition, we're going to be on RetroYuuki World on Twitch. The RetroYuuki World is particularly for, well, Mario. In particular, Mario games. Now, from what I've been seeing, we might be doing ROM hacks. And this is where Facebook gets into play. Because we are also going to be doing Mario on Facebook. Is it going to be on Mondays though? I will have to see. Because you know how Twitch is if we do affiliate contract. But that's down the line. Okay? We're not going to go deep into Twitch right now. I think our big platform is Facebook. I mean, YouTube, particularly. So that is the roundup for today. I hope you guys are getting ready for Sonic Frontiers tomorrow, the campaign of Call of Duty tonight, and B2 being in 2023. I am excited, beyond excited right now for 2023, especially with Emerald Hunters coming up and Roleplay Adventures. Look out for a video about the presentation down the line as well. Alright, that is it for the roundup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If Let me know what you guys are looking forward to as we get ready for 2023. Again, the presentation for 2023 preview is coming up in the next few days. I'll let you guys know when it's done, and then I'm going to present it to you guys as a special edition of the RetroYuuki Roundup show. I'm gonna make sure my settings for the Call of Duty for tonight is good to go. And we'll see you guys at around 5 o'clock for the campaign. Enjoy and have a good day. And as always, don't forget to live life to the fullest. Don't complain, entertain.